Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to Start Off Your Day. Today is going to be Tuesday, December 16th. My name is Ian Mason. Let's go ahead and check today's top headlines. Our top story: big changes are coming to Red Cloud Community Schools as the board accepted 2 resignations on Monday night from members who quit after voting to pay their superintendent $136,000 to leave. We should note only one of the 2 members who resigned voted for that. One departing member, Jeff Ord, wrote in his resignation letter that the conflicts took him to a place he didn't want to be and warned of, quote, even more difficult times ahead. The board has just enough members now to operate, but they're moving forward on finding new leadership. A search firm found 5 candidates. 4 will be interviewed this week for interim superintendent positions, and some candidates would like to work only a semester. Others might stay permanently. The board hopes to have someone in place by January. They're also, by the way, dealing with a busing contract dispute after the board president signed an exit clause without full board approval. You can see that full story by watching our Roku app or however you're watching this. And in Omaha, Senator Michaela Cavanaugh publicly spoke out last week about her being denied entry to the ICE detention center in McCook twice, which she says is illegal. The facility opened its doors to all state lawmakers, 49 of them, for a tour, but only 5 attended that tour on Monday. They called the facility clean and well run, saying they were shown every corner of both buildings and allowed time with staff to ask questions. They shared their main concern was where the detainees come from and how they're chosen. We're told those decisions are made by ICE, while the McCook Center is staffed solely by state employees and is only responsible for housing. None say they feel the capacity was an issue, with those lawmakers estimating up to 150 detainees were present, which is under the capacity of 200. But some state senators, including Senator Cavanaugh, have turned down that tour. Senators Megan Hunt and Daniel Conrad joined her in saying they believe the tour was sanitized and did not accurately represent operations. And they believe it is their right as legislatures to visit the facility whenever they see fit. And also, the University of Nebraska Regent Elizabeth O'Connor will be facing articles of impeachment when the state legislature convenes in January. That's according to an Omaha State Senator, Kathleen Kauth. O'Connor allegedly had 4 times the legal limit of alcohol in her system in May when she hit a vehicle head on. A search warrant described her as, quote, significantly impaired. One passenger in the car that was hit suffered a broken back and pelvis. O'Connor has been charged with 1 count of DUI causing serious bodily injury. O'Connor pleaded not guilty to that charge in August. That is a Class 3A felony punishable of up to 3 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine. Her case is set for pretrial motions at the end of January. Let's go ahead and check our forecast today. Temperature is pretty warm, getting very close to 60, if not hitting 60 today, depending on where you are. We are going to see a bit of wind coming down from the north or the west, depending on where you are today. Clouds massing throughout the day. Looks like we're having a bit of a bug with our 7-day forecast, but here's what we're expecting. It's going to be warm in the 50s, 60s today. Tomorrow, then we're going to see temperatures calming down on Thursday. But the biggest thing to note, there's going to be a ton of wind on Thursday, so be prepared for that because we're going to be looking at wind gusts of over 50, 55 miles an hour for a lot of us, so be prepared for that. The wind calming down on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures warming back up into the 50s after that. That is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to Start Off Your Day. You can catch the latest news right back here at 11:30, 5, 6, and 10. Have a great one.